This measure is expected to remove the incentive for candidates to purchase an LMIA. Purchase an LMIA.
Hello guys, Nardino TV again, and we are back again with another video. So ang pag-uusapan natin guys is yung naging announcement yesterday ng Canadian government regarding dun sa mga plano nila to strengthen the border security and our immigration system, no? So nandun yung Minister of Finance and Intergovernmental Affairs, nandun yung Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, si Mark Miller, and then nandun din po si Minister of Mental Health and Addiction. Pero guys, mas magfo-focus tayo dun kay Mark Miller, no? Yun dun sa mga announcement niya. And I think merong tatlong items yun, no, na talagang major, right? So yun ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Pero kung gusto nyong mapanood yung buong video guys, i-share ko sa inyo. I think that is a 30 minutes video regarding doon sa mga announcement and changes na gagawin nila. Yun nga, para doon sa border security and as well as doon sa immigration system natin dito sa Canada. Yan. So, first item is yung asylum system guys. So, ang sabi nila is maglalaan sila ng 159.5 million na budget to support the stability and integrity ng asylum system ng Canada. Pero, yun nga, wala pang details about dun sa mga changes na gagawin nila para sa asylum system, no?
At the same time, they expect our asylum system to be one that is efficient and well managed and shielded against fraud. They also expect migration from our side of the border, frankly both sides of the border, to be safe and orderly, and in order to strengthen the mutual security with our neighbors to the south. I'm announcing a number of measures today, but let's start off from where we are currently. We invested in Budget 2024 a little over $700 million in over 5 years, $159 million of which was financing for permanent stability, integrity measures for the asylum system. After we extended the Safe Third Country Agreement to our entire border, including internal waterways, asylum claims made by people crossing illegally dropped from about 165 per day in March last year to about 12 per day since then. After we introduced a partial visa requirement for Mexicans and Mexican nationals in February to address the high volume of asylum claims, many of which were refused, abandoned, or withdrawn, we've seen a staggering drop of about 97% in claims made by Mexican citizens in Canada compared to 2023. And overall, asylum claims from Mexico have dropped by 92%. When we learned of increased exploitation of our visitor visas, which affect our shared border with the US, people finding a way to get into Canada. The reverse has happened in the US to us as well, with the Roxham Road experience as recent history. We took action. And as a result, illegal crossings into the US by Canadian visa holders have dropped by 84% since June. Important to this is the refusal rate as part of the integrity measures that we put into place, which is about 61%. For countries that we've noticed the highest level of abuse. This morning we saw the latest stats from Statistics Canada, which shows the slowest growth in our population since the first quarter of 2023. Again, these measures have made a real measurable difference. As Minister LeBlanc mentioned, IRCC will be working with our counterparts in the US to share information that we can improve security and further reduce the risks that individuals with a criminal past can enter Canada. That includes more thorough vetting of electronic travel authorizations, for example.
And the next one guys is yung flag polling. Ano ba yung flag polling guys? Ang flag polling kasi guys is actually yung pag-bypass mo dun sa talagang wait time, right? Kasi mostly ang mga nakikita ko nito guys is yung kumukuha ng work permit or yung nagre-renew ng work permit, no? Kasi kapag nag-submit ka online, it probably will take you around 6 months or more, right? Yung wait time. Pero pag nag-flag polling ka kasi at pumunta ka sa border, kaya mong makuha yung result within a day, right? Kaya talaga guys, maraming gumagamit nito. Dahil dyan guys, yung mga tao na nasa border na supposed to be nag-i-implement ng mga process or yung nag-i-enforce ng mga task para sa border, hindi na nila nagagawa dahil nga mas nafo-focus na yung kanilang task and work doon sa mga nagfa-flag polling. So sabi ni Mark Miller, ihinto na po yung flag polling.
Beyond these efforts, we're proposing new measures to strengthen the integrity of the immigration system. The first is to put an end to an irritant with the U.S., which is a practice known as flag polling. People that leave Canada with no intention to go back, no intention to spend any time in the U.S., but then immediately go back in to get quicker processing at the border, where they would have to wait in Canada. Flag polling uses up valuable resources on both sides of the border, slows border traffic, and prevents officers on both sides of the border from focusing on more critical tasks. When this change comes into effect, temporary residents already in Canada will have to apply online to extend their stay, and flag polling will no longer be an option.
And then yung last, guys, ito guys, topic ko to dun sa last ko na video, no? Yung sinabi ko na nakita ko na article, I think last week of November or mga first week ng December, na sinasabi nga ni Mark Miller na tinitignan nila na tanggalin yung incentive or yung bonus points na makukuha mo sa LMIA. So kahapon sinabi na niya ulit, no, na doon na papunta yung kanilang decision making with regards dun sa fraud and abuse na nangyayari sa LMIA. So tatanggalin na talaga yung points na makukuha mo sa mga job offer na nanggaling sa LMIA. Sabi ko nga, 'di ba, pwede ka makakuha ng 50 to 200 points sa LMIA back jobs.
Finally, of interest to this and people that follow this issue, we're implementing further measures that will reinforce program integrity and reduce potential LMIA fraud, such as removing additional points that candidates receive under express entry for having a job offer. This measure is expected to remove the incentive for candidates to purchase an LMIA, resulting in increased fairness and integrity in the express entry system and taking some of the value of the fraud already being perpetrated in the LMIA system. To anyone considering entering Canada illegally, as we head into the coldest months of the winter, we want to make it clear that trying to cross Canada between our official ports of entry is dangerous, and it will, in almost cases, render any subsequent asylum claim unsuccessful.
Yung sa sinabi niya, guys, no, kahapon, and I quote, ang sabi niya, remove the incentive points from candidates that purchase LMIA. Right? So, sinabi ko dun sa post ko na sana hindi lahat madamay, guys, no? Kasi may mga tao naman talaga na pumasok sa legal at sa tamang process sa pagkuha nila ng LMIA. So, sana yung sinabi ni Mark Miller na to, yun talaga yung nakapaloob dun sa final release nila, no? Kasi wala pang sinabi, guys, kung kailan talaga nila to i-implement. So as of the moment, kung makakuha kayo ng LMIA ngayon, hanggat wala pa yung announcement, makakakuha pa rin kayo ng 50 to 200 points, guys. Depende dun sa tier level nung job offer nyo. But yun nga, sana talaga hindi madamay lahat. Ang maaapektuhan lang talaga nito, guys, is yung mga tao na nagbenta at bumili ng LMIA nila. Right? But again, wala pa pong date, wala pang clear rules and steps about this one. So yun, guys, actually yung announcement kahapon, gusto ko siya, no, kasi hindi lang siya about sa immigration, no. So talagang nag-discuss din sila about dun kung paano yung control sa drugs and everything, tapos yung sa mental health. Panoorin nyo na lang, guys, no. Pero ang take ko doon is this is actually a good thing, no, kasi meron silang ginagawa kaysa naman talagang wala, right? So they are still trying to improve the immigration system and other policies na meron tayo dito sa Canada, and that is a good thing. So with this announcement, guys, for sure makakakita pa tayo ng mga drastic changes in the upcoming weeks or months, no? And I am really looking forward talaga dun sa gagawin nilang policy changes dun sa asylum at saka dun sa LMIA. So watch out for that, guys. But for now, yan yung announcement nila yesterday, and we are looking forward kung yung dun sa final details ng mga changes at kung kailan ba to i-implement. Okay? So for now, yun lang, guys. Thank you again for watching and see you again on my next video. Peace!